Good afternoon to everybody. Calling this meeting to order. This is a meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission. Today is November the 4th of 2021. First item we have is roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Erasmo Villarreal.
Present.
Jorge Dominguez.
Present.
Abraham Lugo.
Present.
Juan Narvaez.
Present.
Larry Dovalina. Here. Daniela Sada Paz. Ana G. Villarreal.
Present.
And commissioners, we have a new commissioner, and it's Yuxing Huang.
Yes, present.
So I'd like to welcome her. Thank you for joining. She just was sworn in this morning, so she's
Perfect.
fresh. She's ready to go.
Yes, sir, thank you.
All right.
Great, welcome. Welcome.
For the record, we have quorum.
All right, and I know I got a text from Commissioner Daniela Quesada. She is stuck in traffic, so she'll be a little late. She may be too late. This will be a quick meeting. But anyway,
Make a motion,
All right.
Mr. Chairman, to excuse the commissioners that didn't show up today. That's a motion.
okay. Motion and a second. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion carries. Thank you. The next item, everybody could please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, moving on to item 4, consideration of the approval of the minutes of the meeting of October 21st, 2021.
So moved.
We have a
Second.
motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
And a second. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Thank you. All right. Do we have anybody signed up for citizens' comments? No, thank you. The next item is consideration of the following preliminary plats and preliminary replats. Item 6A, preliminary consideration of the plat of Los Presidentes T subdivision phase 3. The intent is residential.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. For the record, the applicant is JMLG Holdings Limited. The engineer of record is Howland Engineering and Surveying. The proposed use is residential, and the zoning for this 128 lot development is R1A and AG. General location, located east of Cuatro Vientos and south of Los Presidentes Avenue. Aerial view. Street view. The proposed plat. Comments from planning. Engineering, traffic safety. Additional comments from traffic safety. And the proposed motion.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, members of the commission. Mr. Chairman, Miguel Jimenez with Howland Engineering for the record. We received the comments, we agree with most of the comments, but looking at traffic's comments, we did notice a couple of comments that we're kind of used to, getting these resolved during the one-stop shop with traffic department. So just for the record and kind of protecting our client, we want to make sure that we can address these with traffic department during the one-stop shop process, and we're just not bound to accepting these comments and like going to traffic. No, you have to, you have to do this. And
Which-
in specific,
What comments specifically? Yes, go
yes.
ahead.
comment number 3, for example, which is the block length, right? And I know that should be no less than 300 feet. We've discussed that several times, fellow engineers in this room as well. And number 2 as well, which is the street shall intersect perpendicular at a minimum of 100. So those are the items that.
Okay, but what are you asking me? Are you saying that your street length is less than 300 in your proposed preliminary?
Correct. Yeah, most instances, in almost.
All right, put the plat back up there, let
Yeah,
me see,
we
so you
see
can
the
point
plat.
out to me exactly where they are. All right, can you point out which ones are under 300 feet?
Yes. Can I walk over here?
Yes, definitely, so we can all see, the commission can all see.
So for example, right here, block 3, right? We're coming in. This is
Okay, it's the
considered
entrance,
The
yeah.
entrance, we have another one here per se, where this is a block. This block width would be the width of
Yeah.
the lot, which is 107 per se, 107 feet. So, a comment like that where we always kind of address it at the one-stop shop.
Well, let me ask you, that particular street up there that you have, is there a vacant property to abut the subdivision that maybe that street will continue?
Which one would that be?
The one up there,
The adjoining land.
right there, yeah. Is that vacant property right there?
No, this is actually already constructed, this is an existing.
Okay, so then that street that, connects to a street there, or what?
Yes, this connects to Isla Mujeres.
Okay.
in North and South.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So,
So then,
and we have it across the board right
Yeah,
here.
okay.
right here. So,
so your only one really that would be is your entrance?
yes. Well, yes, I mean, we have it, I mean, here as well. And like this one can continue, you're right, so this one can be longer.
Yeah,
But yeah, so here. And here too, I mean, this is already a right of way, so the longer.
well, that's why I'm saying, that's a through street, so it's not like, it's gonna impact anything. It's like,
Right.
you're not gonna have any queuing or anything like that because you'll have a continuous motion. The only queuing you're gonna have is at the entrance to that subdivision, coming in
Right.
and getting out. And you have, what is the street length that you have on that one up there?
Which
On the entrance to that subdivision?
170, he said.
170? Right up there at the entrance, right there, yeah. What's the street length there?
the street length is like 115,
85.
like.
Yeah, plus it's whatever the width of the lot is, right?
The length.
Yeah,
If we go to, from the beginning to the intersection, a little longer than that. but
Yeah.
yes.
so,
And then the other comment has to do with how we're intersecting perpendicular at the intersection. So a good example would be here. We are gonna go back and adjust that because we're not intersecting at 100
Right.
feet here. But, we still want that, just for the record, to make sure we can address that during the one-stop shop. And instead of, approaching and having the commission help us strike that out, we don't really want to do that. We just want the opportunity to be able to address this during the
well,
one-stop
but
shop.
you just said that you're willing to look at adjusting that to
Yes.
make it. So
Right,
really it becomes a moot issue because at the one-stop shop, you'll be able to resolve that one
right,
very easy. The one that you can't resolve is your less than 300-foot block length, and that's where you need the commission to either say yay or nay on that.
yes. And just in our experience, we haven't, in the past projects, we weren't able to accommodate to 100 feet, but we were close within a certain tolerance that traffic was okay with. So, in discussing this layout with our client, he did just want us to bring it up in this meeting to make sure we can address it during one-stop shop, and we're just not bound showing up to traffic department's office and they're saying, you agreed to it at P and Z.
Sure. Okay, right now, let me ask you this. P and Z is saying it's got to be at 100, right? Where are you at right now? More or less?
I think we're about like maybe 70.
Yeah, because you're not that far off. I mean, just by looking at that, it's potentially workable.
Right, and
Yeah.
it's two of them. It's the main entrance one and then the one northeast of that, kind of what we're discussing the other
Yeah.
100 as well. So,
Yeah,
and it's, I mean, we can be done. It's just if we keep that, if we just keep the comment and we don't try to work it out and we just try to do it, it's gonna affect our layer,
yeah, it's going to affect one of your lots.
Yeah.
Yeah, no question about it.
Yeah,
If you don't strike it, there's no way for us to address it. If he says he doesn't want to strike it, but he's objecting to the comment.
Well, I mean, there's only two things we can do, you're right. Either, like I can see the 300-foot length is something that we can deal with. And the other comment is, and this is why I keep asking you, I mean, if you think that you can align those to meet the subdivision ordinance, then there'll be no need for us to strike that comment,
right.
And that's why I kept asking you the question. I kept asking you why you're at, if you think you're about 75%, and you can make the adjustment to make the 100% intersection, that's, I think, what the commission wants to know.
Okay, well, now that I have a better understanding then where you're going, then the one we'd have more an issue with also is the northeast end, because that would push, we'd have to come out, then this block wouldn't work. To make it perpendicular, we have to come up this far. Same thing
Yeah,
here. So
that's the one I was thinking you're gonna have the more problem with,
Yes.
because that one does have a curvature on it, and that's gonna be real tough to straighten out unless you go a couple of 100 feet.
Yes. And
Okay.
we do always keep it in mind. I mean, the reason for that, and it's our understanding is, for a car being able to have enough space to come here, right, and look both ways, and just for safety reasons. But you know, taking into consideration that, you know, we're gonna have a controlled intersection here, and there's enough space here for any size of car to be able to, you know, make that curve and perpendicular at that intersection, I mean, we don't really see a need.
But let me ask you this, is there you're gonna have a stop sign at the end of that, at the end of your subdivision,
Yes,
right there?
yes,
Okay. Well, that's your control point, as long as we have a stop sign on the opposite side. Yeah. And that takes care of any potential issue
correct,
there. Okay.
yes.
So I guess it's in your best interest for us to look at that comment and let the commission decide what they want to do with it. Yes, sir, Commissioner Dominguez.
That was exactly what I was gonna mention, Mr. Chairman. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead. Anything else?
That's it, the rest of the comments we agree with, and, we're at your discretion.
Okay. Anybody on the commission have any questions for the engineer? No?
No.
All right. Thank you. What are the wishes of the commission?
Move to approve and strike number 3
And how about 2?
and 2.
Yeah, okay. Yes,
No,
you're, okay. He's got a motion, you're second?
second.
Second to motion. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion carries. Thank you. All right, next item that we have is,
Mr. Chairman, just for the record, Daniela Salapaz is with us.
when did she get here? We never saw her. No, I had already excused
Yo
you
avisé
because
que
I knew that you were
5
coming in late.
minutos
Yeah,
de-
okay. Thank you. Next item is preliminary consideration of the plat of D&J Alexander Commercial Subdivision, Phase 15, lots 4A, 4B, 4C, Block 3. The intent is commercial.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, for the record, the applicant is D&J Alexander Investments. The engineer of record is Topside Silva Group. The proposed use is commercial, and the zoning for this 3-lot development is B3 and R1. General location. Aerial view. Street view. The proposed plat. Comments from planning. Engineering and traffic safety. And the proposed motion.
All right, thank you. Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, good evening. Commissioners Ricardo Villarreal with Topside. Just like to discuss one comment, actually 2 comments, but they go hand in hand. It's planning comment number 5 and traffic comment number 3. There was an error on the note when we submitted for preliminary on our end. There was so we were asking, or we want to ask for a shared access for, let me put the plat up here.
Oh, we got it up there.
Okay, so 4A, 4B, and 4C.
Right.
There's going to be a shared access for 4B and 4C. The reason that's the shared access for 4B and 4C because of the street. So if there is a driveway on 4B, 4C would be sandwiched between the driveway and the street. So there wouldn't be enough distance to add a driveway on Bartlett. So 4B and 4C, we are asking for a shared driveway, or we are proceeding with a shared driveway. 4A has enough frontage as per ordinance to have their own driveway. And it could be 100 feet apart from, 120 feet apart from the one that's gonna be on 4B.
So you do have distance
Yeah,
to
so,
meet
so
the
we're,
distance
so
requirement.
we're gonna adjust the note to state that 4B and 4C will have a shared driveway, and 4A would just be a standalone lot.
Yeah, okay, all right. Now, let me ask you, what's the purpose of that cul-de-sac? What do you have down there?
So, in the next meeting, you'll see a rezone and an SUP for a mini storage on 4B. And because of the size of the mini storage, you need an entrance and an exit on that size. So because of that, we had to bring a public right of way.
And that's why I was asking the question, because I saw the same, I saw access to 4B coming through that cul-de-sac.
Yes.
And that was why I'm asking
Yeah,
the
once
question,
you pass
because I said, to me, the easiest access point is gonna be coming off of that cul-de-sac, because he didn't build it just for the hell of it.
no, Captain Dominguez can probably elaborate a little bit more.
Oh, sure,
But
sure.
after a certain size of mini storages apartments, you need 2 access points.
Yeah.
Once you exceed, I think it's 124,000 square feet, you're required to have 2 entrances to that property.
Okay. Now, let me ask you something else, Rick. What is to the north of this particular development? Is it
So
vacant land right now?
To the north, it's vacant land, so if you're looking at the drawing right of that street that we're proposing, the cul-de-sac, there's nothing there, and it kind of wraps around on a curve, and you get to University. Right now, that's vacant land.
So this is not going to abut University, it's a little bit further south of University?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's still considerably south of University.
Okay.
There is one platted lot at the intersection of University and Bartlett. It's a 1 acre, 1.35, I believe, acre lot. Other than that, it's vacant land.
Okay. All right. Does anybody else have any questions for the engineer?
Did you have another comment?
No, it was just those two comments, kind of combine them into one.
Okay.
That we want to change those comments to reflect a shared access on 4B, 4C, and not 4A.
So that would be comments 5
And 3.
3 and 5. Right.
Yeah.
3 and 5?
That's great.
Well, 3 is an easy, that's a no-brainer. Right. That's a modify the commissioner's, the planning director's name.
5 and 3.
But 5,
No, 5 on
traffic.
planning,
And
5 on planning, 3 on traffic.
Yeah, I said 3 and 5, but I meant, yeah. 3
well,
on track.
okay, so what you're saying is, the word all there is,
Yes, the word all
all
on
has got to be,
traffic is.
it should be
is the
removed and
key.
say,
Yeah.
shared access should be between B and C,
Yeah,
4B and
and so
4C. That's-
planning's is a little bit more flexible. I just combine them both because they
Yeah,
both
yeah,
talk about the same thing.
that's what it should,
So,
okay.
but traffic's comment basically would change, not all, 4B, 4C, and then 4A would have its own access.
Okay, so your wish is then for those comments to be stricken, is that your wish?
Yes, stricken and modified because we have
Or
to put that.
modified.
Yeah, we have to put that note
Okay.
that it restricts access. One access for 4B, 4C on a shared, and we wouldn't put a note for 4A, it's just that it would have its own access.
To amend it, I
Yeah,
guess.
to amend it, yes.
To amend it.
To change the comment,
Uh-huh.
change the comment by the commission, okay. Anything else, anybody in the commission? No? All right, thank you very much. What are the wishes of the commission?
I'll make a motion to approve subject to the following comments with the amendment on traffic comment number 3, to remove the word all and to include 4A and 4B shared access.
4B and 4C.
4B and 4C shared. 5 was, what was the modification for 5?
Right.
Since plat note 7 restricts access to one driveway.
And the 5 modification?
It's basically, we can modify both of them to the exact same amendment.
Okay, and then for planning to reflect comment number 3.
Yeah, but it's the same, it should be the same across the board.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion carries, thank you. All right, moving into item 7, consideration of the following final plats and final replats. All right, we got 7A, 7B, 7C, they're all finals. Do you all want to take them in one?
Yeah, we'll take
All right.
one.
All right, can I have a motion then to that effect?
So move.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
And a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion carries. Can I have a motion for approval?
Motion to
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
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 Those against? The motion carries. Thank you. Item 8, consideration of the model subdivision compliance. 8A, 8B are both compliance issues. Can we take them together? A motion
Second.
and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion carries. Motion to approve? Motion from Daniela, and a second from
Second.
Commissioner Dominguez. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion carries. Thank you all very much. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Unless you have something else that you would like to add?
I do not have anything, and I was already told by my staff, do not talk.
I'm sorry, I don't want to add anything, but I want to amend the approval of the minutes to where I abstain.
Yes.
Instead of approval because I was
Yeah,
not
you
here
were not
for the
here.
previous.
Okay.
All right. We're done. Very quick.